that is sellable and marketable very easily. We are talking. The person we want to give out today is no less than a devolution king, no less than a devolution architect. The devolution that is in this country today can be traced to you as a person. And therefore, for anybody to talk about bottom up, he does not know the evolution you brought long time ago to talk about bottom up. And therefore, we are giving you out today to this world. This is a regional meeting which includes our friends from Gusii. I must speak English only and only. Aya. Jodalawa. One kaka jo Homabay. Aya. Hello. Uwinja. Adwa nuling mondo jopiny mantiere kama oko ong'enu joma gentle. Okwadwa koko ahinya nikech biro miyo ji feel ni wajokoko. To wagolo ng'ama lich madwa bedo ogaye mar Kenya. Omolo uru Uganda. Omiyo adwa nuling mos. Okwadwa kawo sa mang'eny. Adwa mana goyo erokamano ne jaduong' on behalf of the Homabay County. Ni gimitimonwa ni we will forever remember you. Nikech ni kelo last supper Homabay. Kauno biri kelo ng'wech michako go ng'wech. Ng'eni chako ng'wech nyako go ponje maber. Ochako go ng'wech kodhi oko. Okelo Homabay ka Sepul ka. Kendo wang ni koro kare kabisa. Nikech ung'eyo history mar Kenya to gi mar Luo ni rachuonyo e choko maduong' mar Luo. Omiyo wagoni erokamano jaduong' gimitimonwa ni we are indebted, wamor, wageni, wan kodi, to wang'eyo ni kuma dhiye tiseng'eyo. Kendo kona biro luwo bende ing'eyo. Omiyo wago erokamano maduong' kabisa, wago erokamano ji mobiro te, all gospel. I want to thank everybody who contributed towards making sure this function is successful. The Prime Minister told me, an occasion like this, Wajaluo anasema unawacha mouth yako hapa. Unawacha mouth yako hapa. That is to say, you must not go before eating. There's a lot of food. Thank you. May God bless you. Ongwai.
Your Excellency, the Prime Minister, Excellency Governors present, Excellency Deputy Governors present, Honorable Senators in this room, Honorable Members of Parliament, Honorable Members of the County Assemblies from this region of Nyanza, the business people and our brothers and sisters, all of you who are in this room. God is good and all the time. Abagusiba mintumore gambi ya more. Abakuri ambi ya more. Joturu wa intie. Uriyo maber. wasegi kae ni jokisi, wasegi kae ni wantie gi jaduong', wantie gi jatelo mar Kenya. We have come here. First, we must thank His Excellency the President of the Republic of Kenya for allowing us to only be here for only 10 minutes, for only 1 hour. And that's why probably the number of speakers is going to be few. Because we live in very uncertain times. Because it was yesterday, all the arrangements had been made, and therefore it would have been very difficult to postpone this meeting. As the people from Nyanza region, we have ourselves as Kisses. And let me talk about the Kisses here, because I'm probably the only one who is going to talk about them. We have a population from Kisii and Nyamira. Voting population administration was in Kisii, and at one time was headed by one Paul Mboya. Paul Mboya was not a Kisii, he was a Luo. I want to say that we have lived together peacefully as a region, even if we are three ethnic communities, and that indeed, when your own father formed his own party, the Kenya People's Union, the first representation that he had, we had our brothers Anyeni Mugunde and others that joined him at that time. And you remember during the multi-party democracy, you remember we had George Anyona, we had Abuya, we had Henry Obocha that were fighting along you and even with your own dad. And I want to remind you that during the 1992 elections, your own dad led in Kisii in the elections, and during the elections of 2007, 2013, 2017, you actually led in Kisii. In this room, we have elected MCAs from Kisii County. They are almost close to 60. The same from Nyamira. The leadership is basically, we are now working together under the handshake, but the leadership at the moment in those assemblies comes from a party that you had. But we are all working together very peacefully. You do recall that in Kisii County, we have won all the by-elections that have taken place. Handshake with the President is a great deal for this country, especially in the broader context of fostering the unity of this country. We want to ask that as we go forward, and as we are brought here as a people from the region, we want, as you go around the entire country, we want you to tell them that where you come from, there is complete peaceful coexistence of all the parties. In Kisii, those who control the economy of Kisii, first the Kisis, we have the people from the mountain, the Gikuyu community, we have the Luos, we have Somalis, we have all manner of people in our two counties, and we have welcomed them with open arms. That's the Kenya that we want, and that's the Kenya that you have been fighting for with our brother, the President, Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta. It was indicated, and as we engage with all the other Kenyans, that we do know that there is no leader who is bigger than the other one. I would want to tell you that from Kisii County, from Nyamira, our Deputy Governor, and a doctor who was in charge of Nyanza Provincial General Hospital, Dr. Kenani is in this room. Dr. Gesami is in this room. And we congratulate you, my brother, for being the Deputy Governor for Nyamira. We have many other professionals here I wish I had time to mention them. I think we have the Nyamweyas here, some Nyamweyas here. We have the Asanyos. We have all these people, they are all in this room. They all came here because they are leaders from this region. Your Excellency, the MCAs, especially the ones from Kisii, had a resolution that they were actually going to read in this room. But because there is no talking here, and since I'm now aware that you probably are going to be live in the next few minutes, I ran very quickly. They gave me resolutions here. I am not going to read them, but I think I went to school enough to paraphrase them. So I'll do that very, very quickly. And they said this: they support the Building Bridges initiative. They are aware that when you were in the Ministry of Roads, you actually determined the number of roads in this region, including the African Development Bank Kisii-Sebania Road, with all its exits and bypasses, some of them which have helped Homabay County and Kisii and Nyamira counties. They are aware about the port and what you are doing. That port is going to support the region. They are also aware about apart from the port, they are also aware about the international airport. They are aware that it was put in place during your period, and we all use that in the international airport. They are also telling you that these two counties control 60% of the money market in the Nyanza region, and those are statistics from the Central Bank in Kisumu. And therefore, they are therefore saying that they support this initiative, but going forward, they are asking that as a community they have come of age, and that they should be recognized in this country as the 7th largest community in this country. They have said that you are the ultimate guardian angel for devolution and just governance. And these virtues make your candidature stand shoulders and above the rest in this country for the big seat. They have therefore said the following, and please allow me to say this, that when people are sitting on the table looking at the future of this country, do not forget the Kisiis. And they have said they have their own son, the Cabinet Secretary for Interior, Fred Matiang'i. They are saying you work closely with him. And they are saying that side by side, they have a governor from Nyamira, Amos Nyaribo, and they have also another governor from Kisii, called James Elvis Omariba Ngwai, that you also work closely with them. Your Excellency, as you move forward, we support you. We ask you to develop progressive alliances, and that you should make sure that you are working closely and side by side with His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya. But develop very progressive alliances with the other leaders in this country, because I think time has reached for this particular region to be leaders in this country. Your Excellency, I would want to conclude by saying that we have come here as a region. We have come here out of our own free will. We have people that have traveled and drove from Nairobi last night, and they are here, and they are very many, and they came out of their own free will. We ask that moving forward, know that this region is supporting you. Good leaders from Nyanza, I salute all of you. Before I have the pleasure, indeed, I'm going to donate that pleasure to somebody, a visitor that I'm calling, is the only one I'm calling to say just one or two words, because we would want that when there is a meeting in his place, he also calls a leader from Nyanza region. It is my pleasure to invite the Chairman Emeritus for the Council of Governors, who is also the Chairman of the Lake Region Economic Bloc, who is also the Governor of Kakamega, Dr. Wycliffe Ambassa Oparanya. Wycliffe, I want you to take just 1 minute and also invite His Excellency the Prime Minister to talk to us. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Mjambo, tusalamiane kwa hewa. Bas. Your Excellency, the Right Honorable Raila Odinga, who is my party leader, my colleagues, governors, who have come here, na viongozi wote, wajumbe, masenators, ma-MCAs na wananchi. Mimi nimeandamana na baba kuja hapa kushuhudia kwa usunduzi wa azimio la umoja. Tumekuwa kule Nakuru, tumekuja hapa, na kesho tulikuwa tuwe kule kwangu, lakini bahati mbaya kwa sababu ya COVID haiwezi kuwa. Lakini hiyo mkutano tutaendelea kupanga, na wakati itafika nyinyi mtakuwa pale. Hii jambo la umoja kwa nchi yetu ni kitu ya muhimu kabisa, kwa sababu kama hatuna umoja hatuwezi kuendelea mbele kama nchi. Mnaona jirani zetu vile tumeamua kama viongozi tuwe pamoja, tuone ya kwamba nchi hii inaendelea mbele kiuchumi, kwa sababu uchumi ndio imekuwa shida kwa watu wetu. Ndio kwa sababu watu wetu wengi hawapati kazi. Hivi ni siku 2 au 3 iliyopita niliona katika runinga msichana wenu wa hapa ako kule Saudi Arabia, anapata shida huko, alitoka hapo kwenda kutafuta kazi pale. Kama uchumi ulikuwa unakuwa vizuri, alikuwa angepata kazi hapa. Ndio kwa sababu hii safari ambayo Raila Odinga ameanza kuleta Wakenya pamoja ni safari ambayo inataka kila Mkenya aunge mkono hii safari. Tuone ya kwamba tunaenda pamoja kama wananchi wa Kenya. Na hapa Nyanza mko bahati, mna makabila, mko na Wajaluo hapa, mko na Wakisii na mko na Wakuria. Hakuna siku ya Mwenyezi Mungu alikuuliza usaliwe wapi, lakini Mwenyezi Mungu mwenyewe ndiye aliamua wewe usaliwe kama Mkisii, Mjaluo na Mkuria. Kwa hivyo kama umekuja dunia hii kulingana na mpango wa Mwenyezi Mungu, mpaka uheshimu hiyo na uwe mtu ambao unaweza kuishi na watu pamoja. Na sisi nishuhudie huu mkutano wa maana, kwa sababu nilikuwa niwe na wangu kule na nione watu wa Nyanza wako nyuma ya Raila Amolo Odinga. Nataka nione wale wako nyuma ya Raila Amolo Odinga. Na mimi nimeshikilia kule Western. So mnanijua? Nimeshikilia kule Western kabisa. Watu wanatetemeka, lakini nawaambia nyinyi njooni tu tuendelee pamoja. Kwa hivyo mambo ya COVID imeua watu wetu wengi, na nimeona watu wako hapa wengi. Nataka nichukue nafasi hii sasa nimkaribishe Raila Amolo Odinga baba ahutubie wananchi.
Umenijulisha Yesu wangu ni salama, rohoni mwangu ni salama. Rohoni ni salama, ni salama. Hallelujah, wewe peke Yesu ni salama.
Avande maminto mbuya more naende jogeyana musaore uru kuturo mor erukamano. Asanteni sana. Kwanza nataka kuanza kuleta salamu. Nimetoka Mombasa, na jana na leo tulikuwa na Rais Uhuru Kenyatta na viongozi wengine. Naleta salamu kutoka kwa Mheshimiwa Uhuru Kenyatta, mnapokea? Na wale wenzetu ambao tulikuwa nao kwa NASA sasa wanaitwa Oka, vile wameleta salamu hapa, mmesipokea? Nimeleta salamu ya kijana kutoka hapa ambaye ni waziri katika serikali, Mheshimiwa Fred Matiang'i. Ndio. Jana tulikuwa na mkutano kule juu ya mambo juu ya hii shida ya corona ambaye ni kubwa zaidi, kubwa kabisa. Ukiona hivi hali ambayo wataalamu walikuwa wametuonyesha, ndio sababu ikaamuliwa ya kwamba hali ya hatari itangazwe na endelezwe kwa siku 60. Ikawa hii mkutano ilikuwa tayari imeshapangwa, na tukapata habari ya kwamba wengine walikuwa washafika hapa. Hema ilikuwa tayari imeshawekwa hapa, na hata wanyama vingine zilikuwa tayari zimesalimu amri. Sasa ikawa ni vigumu sana ya kuahirisha. Nyanza, kesho tungekuwa Kakamega, wiki ijayo tungekuwa Mombasa, pwani yani na Garissa kaskazini mashariki, alafu baadaye tungekuja bonde la Ufa. Lakini kwa sababu ya ile hali ya hatari ya corona tumeahirisha. Sasa hii ndio itakuwa mwisho. Kakamega haitakuweko kesho, lakini tutarudi baadaye. Niko na maneno machache nataka kusema kwa kimombo. Juzi nilipokuwa Nakuru nilitoa azimio la umoja, the declaration, reconciliation, tolerance and hope. We said in Nakuru on Tuesday, and we will say it again here. We must cleanse our country of the spirit of anger and bitterness, the spirit of revenge and entitlement. We must continue on a path of that reconciles, unites, calms, and stabilizes, and not work at the national level when it does not exist in the regions that make up our nation. And so we are here to make a start at home with the assurance that we intend to carry this to the national stage. Our desire to unite our people and the country, the Azimio la Muungano, is a noble and worthy cause. It deserves our support. Nyanza has done very well on the matter of unity, and I want to recognize and thank our people and our leaders for the family spirit that prevails here. The region is cosmopolitan. Different communities have lived peacefully in this region since time immemorial. Even in the most tense of moments in our country, the people of this region have soldiered on fairly peacefully, even when they embrace different political affiliations. We are here to encourage a continuation of this spirit and to strengthen it. But unity can only be as good as the purpose for which it is intended. This time, therefore, efforts and to help do more. This region, like other parts of the country, is feeling the pain of COVID-19. People lost loved ones, incomes, and jobs. It is our wish that we use these losses and the pain as eye-openers on what we must do here and in other parts of Kenya to build resilient and sustainable livelihoods. Nyanza, as a region, is endowed with diverse resources. We have cash crops like tea, coffee, tobacco, and sugarcane. Minerals like gold, copper, and soapstones. livestock, fish, and an array of food crops. With adequate support, people should be farming on a commercial scale. So far, we have only scratched the surface with regard to production of food crops and cash crops. We need to focus on how to provide farmers with high-yielding seeds, help them with reclamation of the land, preservation of water sources, and all else they need to feed the emerging towns and the entire nation. Very little effort has gone into value addition and industrialization. There is no reason why coffee, tea, bananas, and vegetables from Kisii or Korea cannot be processed here and marketed as refined produce of Kisii or Korea. With a better and unified approach to development, we could drastically the dream of investment in skills and rural transformation for local industrialization could easily begin here. We can do more to sufficiently organize the informal food markets where food is bought and sold. Mothers don't need to make do with the congested spaces as they do today. We need innovative ways to address tribulations of rural women and the girl child, including access to credit, healthcare, and education, which are among the many challenges they face. Empowering women is key to the well-being of individuals, families, and overall economic productivity. We can do more to help the farmers transport food from where surplus is to where it is in short supply. Sugarcane farming, which has long been the lifeline of this region, has to be addressed comprehensively and changed radically. As it is today, sugarcane farming impoverishes instead of empowering the farmers. This region remains deficient in infrastructure, especially with regard to access roads to farms and markets and access to reliable and affordable electricity. Our capacity for blue economy remains grossly underutilized. Lake Victoria has much more to offer than just explore innovative ways to support the creation and the growth of small and medium enterprises, particularly youth-owned businesses. Upcoming small-scale traders in those markets like Darajambili and others need protection from competition from foreigners and neighboring counties and countries and punitive taxation. We need to enhance investment in ICT and digital infrastructure, support communication and businesses, especially those owned by the youth. We have not done enough to identify and support development of skills and talents, especially among the youth. Take sports, for instance. The region has abundance of born soccer wizards and athletes. young boys and girls who, with just a little support, will easily make it to the big leagues. But they are mostly on their own. The community football clubs here are struggling and sport facilities are wanting. We need a rethink. It is possible for us to set up a regional body dedicated to identifying skilled youths, organizing regional competition. Awinji. Our most precious resource here as a country is our people. The healthier the people, the stronger we are, and better our ability to grow from our own efforts. We need to pool efforts and resources to ensure that the region has a robust primary public health care system, starting from the family level to the public health care delivery system as a whole. As a region that borders other countries, we are particularly vulnerable to policies of our neighbors. We have seen that during this pandemic, and with regard to security, our people receive foreigners whose status are unknown. We therefore need to invest in health and security infrastructure that can withstand attacks. We need to always put our heads together to ensure substantial increase in the number of medical institutions, medical staff, clinics and hospital beds, and access to a diverse choice of quality and healthy foods. Parents in this region, just like parents in the rest of the country, treasure the education of their children. We join them in this. But recent policy changes, like the 100% transition, which we fully support, require that we do more for education. Schools are bursting at the seams. The recommended teacher-student ratio is failing, and that will have consequences for our children. You have to institute partnerships between national and county governments to address the issues of infrastructure in schools without wasteful and unnecessary duplication. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are here to appeal that we join hands as a region, get our political act together, pull in one direction, and use the unity to create opportunities for our people and the nation in return. If we are able to pull together as a region, identify our priorities together, back it up with political goodwill and unity, nothing will stop us from addressing the development needs of our people. Already, our governors have started us off in this direction by coming together as a Lake Region Economic Bloc. That declaration needs to be cascaded to our villages and homes. It must be strengthened through concrete actions that uplift the lives of our people. With unity, we can achieve it. Let us join hands and work together as a region and as a country. I thank you. And we say, inawezekana. Umoja. 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 Asanteni sana. Thank you very much.
Ndugu zetu, please don't leave. Ngoja dakika moja tu, msitoke. In this room, my fellow governors, I really want, sometimes when you stand here, you get a mental block. We have our great governor from Kisumu, Professor Nyanza.